In today's video, I'm going to make a stamp out of an eraser. I've never used this. I haven't done a lino cut since high school. So let's give this a shot. Hey, I'm Nat Creates and welcome to the channel. If you haven't seen me or heard me before, I am all about creating stuff. I spent a lifetime on the computer doing internet marketing and digital marketing and graphic design and all that stuff. And I got totally burnt out about a year ago, coming up this coming weekend. And I quit all of it like cold turkey. So now I'm figuring out what I love to do, and I already knew that I love to create things, so I've gotten into that this past year, and this channel is all about creating things. So today I'm going to create a stamp out of an eraser. I'm going to try these erasers. A friend gifted these to me, so I'm not sure it'll work, but we're going to give it a shot. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to move you guys down so we can see what's going on down here. This up. Oh, these are really fat. I might not need, well, I don't really have another option, so that's what we're going to use today. I think it'll work. Oh, how cute is that? Got like a handwritten note in here with a mustache sticker. Mustache! How cool is that? Thank you for shopping, Mr. Penn. It means a lot to us. I mean, that looks handwritten. Wow. Okay. All right. So put that back. Got the eraser out. Oh my goodness. Lots of unpackaging here. Okay. That's what that looks like. Almost like a bar of soap. So that's like about, what, ½ inch? Let's see. Not that it really matters, but this is like a 5/8, oh, 3/4 inch eraser. It's 2 inches wide and 3 inches tall, like a business card almost. Okay, so we got that out. And then I'm gonna open this guy. Let's see here. Okay, that is for the ink. That's my receipt or coupon. Here's the little lino cutter guy. A roll. And it also came with a pad, but I'm not going to use the pad until I try out an eraser. These are expensive, but I think I'm going to get some little pink erasers if this works out well, and have fun with making little journal stamps. What do you guys think? Okay, I think this is back here from the sound of it. It comes with a larger V point. What else? A curvy one. I remember using these now, coming back to me. And a little fine detailed one. I don't know what to do right now. I'm just going to pick one. I think I'm going to pick the bigger one, because my first stamp I think is not going to be super detailed. But and then I'm going to draw something to cut out on it. I was thinking of drawing Winter, the cat. I have had a little fun with this character, both of our characters actually. Let's see if I can find a drawing of him. There we go. So I got this little guy. I love that one. I love them all, but these were just little tiny sketches one day. So I think I'm going to pick him or him. I'm going to draw one of these guys on here. And I got a Faber-Castell medium point permanent marker, artist marker. So let's see. His tail goes like that. And get the basic shape down first. And then his little head. Doesn't like to draw on here. And it's going to be like a little thing like that. Basically, he's like a hot dog shape. Uh-oh, it's not working. Okay, the plan B of that is a Sharpie. See if that shows up better. Oh yeah, that shows up better. I'm just gonna get the basic shape and then cut out the furry type stuff after that. I'll go like that. This is little leg. There's other little leg. And this arm. And so the little arm. It's probably too thick. And he has an ear here. And whiskers. And then a nose and a bunch of whiskers. Two eyeballs. And then he's really fluffy, so I'm gonna make some fluffs like this. I don't know if this is gonna work, you guys. But we will try. We'll give it our best. Got to start somewhere, right? So yeah, I think that'll be a good start. I'll figure out, let's see. So I think I'll leave his shape and then carve out the background and the ear and eyes. So yeah, so I'm going to cut out all of this. I don't know how long that'll take, but let's try it. Okay, I don't need that paper after all. Okay, so we're gonna get this out and loosen this. There we go. Tighten it. Scared. Let's see. Okay. All right. That's very satisfying. Interesting. I don't know if it's deep enough. But I'm wondering if I should get the scoop ear. Oh, that's better though. That one's thicker. So pushing down helps. Have you guys ever tried this? I'm excited. You know, there's so much I want to say. In my previous life of doing things on the computer, I would think about doing something like this and I would go get the stuff and I would never do the thing. So this is really cool because now I think about doing the stuff and I do the stuff. When I say stuff, I mean create things. So yeah, it feels really freeing, and I think I was just distracted and overwhelmed trying to, you know, work online and have a life and, you know, shut things off to you know, have freedom to do other things. And those things were not, I guess my whole mental state wasn't really conducive to just spending time doing something like this. I think when you're constantly working for the man, so to speak, you get exhausted and you don't have a lot of creative energy. At least I didn't. Let me know if you can relate to that. I think this is really fun. And also, I was thinking, this thickness, I could probably do 2 stamps on one piece of rubber. So yeah, this is something I would have thought about doing and probably would have spent the money to get the stuff to do it and then never do it. Like, you can ask my husband. I have a lot of things that I got rid of to go live tiny because I just didn't use them, you know, a lot of creative supplies. So it's pretty cool now to get something like this, which I did get in November. So I'm not using it right away because now it's January. However, it was on the list to use, and now I'm using it. So I think when you haven't done something, it kind of feels a little intimidating to just start it, like YouTube, you know. It was very intimidating to start YouTube. And then after you do a few videos, it starts to feel better. And then something crazy happens, like yesterday, where I met a milestone of getting 1,000 beautiful souls that subscribe to my channel. It's mind-blowing. I have no idea if this will look like a monster or a cat. But we're gonna try it. It's a little bit of a learning curve here. I like the marks, like the little lines. I'm wondering if any of those will show up. And also, I might probably need to get the smaller blade out to get the detail of his fur. I'm just going to focus on the big chunks right now and stop focusing on the details. That's a good advice for YouTube too. Not that I have all of the things figured out, because I definitely don't. But what helps me is to not overwhelm myself with the big ideas and just do what I know to do. And that's make a video. And then when you make a video, you figure out more stuff and you make another video. And then you figure out more stuff and you make another video. So I'm stopping the weekly YouTube updates. If you ever even saw one, I don't know. I think I left one on the channel. And I'm gonna move those somewhere and y'all can access them for free. But they're not gonna be, quote, public on the channel because I feel like it's different than what I'm doing. So I don't want it to be like a channel on how to grow on YouTube. I want it to be a channel on being creative. But doing YouTube is part of the creative journey. And I figured other people might be interested in how it's going and what it's like for me. Doesn't mean it's going to be the same for you. All that to say is I will have the YouTube journey. I'm going to still upload, but it's going to be unlisted and it will be available. And I'll put links to all of that when it is available, and I'll talk about it more. But yeah, just focusing on doing a video and not worrying about the algorithm and just focusing on figuring out how to do a video. And then after you do that, you can focus on maybe some research or maybe something like that. And so this little exercise in making a stamp isn't that far off of the exercise of doing a channel. You're like learning something new and you just take it in stride and know that you're going to make mistakes. It might not be perfect, It probably won't be perfect because we're not perfect, but it'll be awesome because you get to do stuff. This is too big now, so I'm going to get the smaller one. So I can't get into the whiskers and stuff with this big one. Winter may not, no, didn't mean to do that. How do I get this out, you guys? Oh dear. I'm scared. I think okay, well, I might come back to that. Let's see. Doesn't make sense that you could screw that on. Like, why would you take that off? What does that do? You still have to loosen that. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, I did it without cutting myself. Okay. Okay, we're getting a small guy. Put the big guys away. If I don't draw blood, it will be amazing. Oh, shoot. Well, now I gotta figure out this whole thing. Okay, I think I'm gonna say that it goes like this. That looks right. Put that in there. Really don't want that to come off again, but what are you gonna do? Okay, let's stick this in here. Tighten it. Take a sip of tea. And let's get after these whiskers. I think this rubber might be too gooey. I don't know if that's the right word. Like too smushy, too soft. Maybe that's the right word. I'm not giving up yet. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna do this. I just don't know if I'll do another one with the same same eraser because it might not work. But it might work. We don't know. Hopefully that's staying in the screen there. I'm going to record this whole video and it'll be way over here. That's all right. What else am I going to do, right? We're in it now. Oh, I just broke his whisker. Well, that's okay. He'll still have these whiskers. Well, I'm getting a feeling that for this kind of detail, this eraser might not be the best. It's very easy to cut, but it doesn't give me, it's very rubbery, like jelly. So it's almost probably too easy to cut. And so then it's not easy to get like details in. I think that's, yeah, so this is foot. And then foot ends there. Okay, I think that's, all I gotta do is inner ear here. And I think I'm gonna fix this tail piece. He does have a floofy tail, but it's not quite that floofy. Not that this has to be realistic, because it's a stamp. Okay, all right, and then do a little thing there. Okay, and then go up for his arm, up for his arm. I'll do this for his belly, where it meets the other leg. And then we're going to do his ear, a little bit lower than it is now. So we have room for eyeballs, which I'm scared to do because I feel like they're not going to be round. One of my mottos, in addition to keep going, is do it scared. Okay, I think I got it all. I'm gonna cut off some of the bigger stuff, maybe. And then we can try stamping it. I'm gonna do this swooshy one. This one. I haven't tried that one yet. This is the very beginner speedball block printing set. I got it at Michael's. And this is my first time using it, as you can probably tell. How do I just tighten that down? Like this way? Yeah, okay. All right. All right, so we're gonna go through and get some of this up. Right here. All right, you guys. I got a mess to clean up, but we'll do that after. What do you say we try block printing this guy? So I am going to get out the, I thought ink came with it. Ink did not come with it. It says ink came with it, but there's no ink. So that means I'm just gonna do some acrylic paint. So I have to go get that. I'm really perplexed about where that speedball ink, I'm guessing I didn't get it with my package. I'm going to whip out some acrylic paint here. Hopefully that'll work. And I'm going to use, let's try the black. This is the shiny iridescent. I'm going to get a piece of paper from my sketchbook. This one has marking on it. Put that over there. Let's get a little bit of paint out here. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that there for a minute. Yeah, so my husband would be laughing right now, or he is probably laughing right now because I tend to make a mess when I paint things. So I'll probably have black ink all over me before this video is done. Speedball roller, brayer. Nice. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of rub this around, I guess. Get it kind of even. Oh, it feels like I have a lot on there. I need another, wipe some of that off. That might be too much wiped off. We'll see. I don't know what to do with all this paper. Okay, that's fine. We'll do that. Get a little bit more now. See, it has that like the sheen type look. And then we'll roll it on the kitty. I think the ink that comes with the kit that I didn't get would work a lot better than this paint. That is going to be for another day because I don't have that ink. So, making do with what we have. Not going to let it stop us, right? Okay, his whiskers are going to be hilarious. I can already see he looks like a funny little creature here. All right, let's try it, guys. Are you ready? Ah, what do I do? Push it? Okay, pushing it. Answering myself. You guys are probably all like, no, don't do it that way. I don't know. All right, let's see what happens. Nervous. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, so there's definitely a cluster around his face. You can't really see any details up here at his face. Poor little Winter needs some medical help. I need to go in here and probably get closer with the whiskers and the nose so it doesn't look like a big blob like that. And I definitely need to use the right ink because this is kind of not the right ink. You can kind of see the details there. I need to go in here and like get better with the whiskers and everything. I just think that this eraser is probably too gushy. We'll do another stamp, see if it comes out any better. Nope. That's okay. I think I will wipe that off and I'll go in and do some little detail work on his whiskers and see if I can get a better face shape. Even though I don't have the good ink, I can still show you guys. So I'm going to work on that. Changing out to the thinner, smaller little detail blade again. I'm enjoying this process. I know it's not, the result isn't that great yet, but I am enjoying the process. I think it would help to show where his whisker ends instead of going all the way to the edge of the eraser here. And bring this in some where his nose is. And then make these whiskers a lot smaller so it doesn't look like a porcupine attacked him or something. Okay, and then we'll get these eyes a little bit more. Oh. Let's see if this is any better. Next time I do this, I'll have the right ink and I'll have firmer erasers. I don't think it's a fail if you're practicing, right? Certainly, I'm not going to look at it like a fail. Okay, that's a little better. It's still really no definition for his face, but it's not running off the page. That's my first attempt at doing a winter stamp. Winter the cat. So I definitely think a harder surface or harder eraser would be really helpful. This is just so gooey. It's very hard to get details. I think this would be good for big chunky printing that isn't detailed. So I think that's a good exercise. Okay, you guys, everything is not always perfect. If you're gonna try something, go for it. That's my advice for today. This channel is not a specific, do it this way, this is the right way, tutorial type channel. This is about playing and experimenting. And today I got to play with an eraser and cut it for the first time with this little speedball lino cut tool. And I really enjoyed it. I do think that these erasers, like I said, are too gooey for detail work, but I think that they would be fun to do like big chunky shapes. So that might be something we do. And then, I'll get my hands on some firmer erasers so I can try it again, as well as the ink that you're supposed to use. I think the ink definitely will matter because I think this ink just kind of goes into the crevices where maybe the printing ink kind of stays on the surface. I don't know. Do you guys know? Let me know. That's my theory anyways. I'm not going to throw this away. This is my first one I ever made, so progress. It can only get better from here, I think. But I appreciate y'all watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing and like the video. And, I'm really overwhelmed with the responses to my last video on the watercolor sketchbook, and I'm looking forward to just creating more stuff and sharing with you guys and learning in the process. And so, yeah, it means a lot to me, and I'm planning on uploading every week, twice a week. And right now it's Wednesdays and Sundays. It might be Thursdays and Sundays, but right now I think I'm going to keep it at Wednesdays and Sundays. And once I can figure out what to do on it, I'm going to try to do a live. So that'll be fun to kind of connect with y'all a little more. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Keep creating.